But I'm not overruling. Many people are driving bogus accounts. I can rent out my profile for 300 rand a month
Yeah.
to anyone, give them the login details. And when the app always says facial recognition, basically blocks him. He calls me. And when the app will block him.
Yeah.
Okay, then I log in on my phone, do the facial
Yeah.
recognition, close it, tell him it's fine. He opens it, he works.
Yeah.
They will exploit you. The software guys will put the price lower
Meet the demand.
to make the demand
Yeah.
there, so that you, the owner of the vehicle, and the driver can run around like chickens and not make money, but they'll still collect their commission. In terms of regulations, they'll tell you straight, we are not a transport service provider. We are a technology service provider. The whole concept is worse. You just need to understand and analyze what encourages them doing what they are doing.
It's all about movement. So please, can we not patronize them?
Hi and welcome to the show. Kalina ke Rasemishi Mutlala. And today's show, before we even start, send our condolences to the family and loved ones of Matsidiso Madia, who is one of the best political investigative journalists. And we learned a lot from her, and she has been very, very impactful for our lives, and she did an awesome job. And starting today's show, Kajeko, I have Thato Ramaila. We've been dying to get this man because of there's a lot of things that we wanted to understand, and that's what this show is about: to get the people who have the know-how to come and teach us for radio. And Thato, my brother, how are you?
I'm good on yourself.
No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah. I believe you're a chairperson, your guest.
The GES, GES.
Yeah.
All e-hailing
GES.
services is GES.
Okay. What is GES? Tell us about yourself and what the organization and what you actually do.
Yes, this question always comes. GES is a provincial structure.
Yeah.
It's formed by regions of Gauteng, namely Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni, Pretoria, West Rand, and Sedibeng.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we don't have Sedibeng in our branches. We're running on these 4 regions that we have in Gauteng. Our main objective in the business is to represent the industry itself, the operators of the industry. And when we're talking operators, we're not talking driver. We're talking owners, investors.
All right.
In the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. People who put something to the industry, and drivers basically are employees. Okay. But we are willing, because we are a new organization and we are new also as an industry, to also assist in driver upliftment programs, whereby a driver can move from being a driver and becoming an operator, and operator being from an operator to a fleet operator.
Okay.
And also advocating the regulations of the National Land Transport Act between the stakeholders, which is the operators, and the Department of Transport, and also making sure that we facilitate and becomes that voice cap for the industry.
Oh, okay. And then in what you are saying, do you also facilitate in terms of the operator and the e-hailing owners? I don't know what to call them, like your Uber, Bolt.
But we call them service providers.
Yeah.
Yes. It's one concept that moves, especially drivers, to say drivers will always complain about those app companies.
Yeah.
I'd never like to mention them on media platforms, because I don't advocate for them. So, but we try our best not to be subjected to them.
Okay.
One of the core values of GES is to transform the industry. Okay. Is to make the industry a black-owned business.
All right.
We appreciate the international service providers to come and enlighten us with this, and also show us this model of business.
Yeah.
But as GES, we believe that as Africans, as a black society or poor society, I would say, because I don't think there's anyone who ever went to school to study to be a Bolt driver or Uber driver.
Okay.
But basically, you find yourself in the trenches as life goes. So we want to develop this industry to become a real business for African people.
Okay.
And make sure that those who are working the industry benefit the industry. Unlike now, what is happening, most people who work the industry are actually the worst people ever in the sector of employment.
Okay. The worst, is it because of now there's too many cars and a small piece of a pie, or the worst because of the structure itself, the calculations and the percentage that they're taking is just too much. It's no one can actually make a living out of it.
The whole concept is worse. You just need to understand and analyze what encourages them doing what they are doing. One will complain about commission, but you need to understand how did they come about that commission. One will say pricing, not understanding that commission and pricing just is one thing. You just need to understand what it works around it. One will complain about searching of prices, and when prices are not searching, that there's a dynamic pricing and the price that don't vary, they are not stable. All that is concepted to one thing: exploitation.
Okay. Has anyone ever made a study? I mean, looking at our petrol price per liter and the running cost of a car, I think it provides those calculations and stuff like that. Does it make sense in a current state with a percentage? I don't know what percentages they use now to actually be an operator in the sector.
If the sector is regulated, it will be better. But at what we are standing on, remember, these companies are not here for transport issues. They are here to suck up money.
Okay.
And their notion of business, they are saying, we've engaged them. And their response when you're saying, your prices don't make sense. A price from 13 years ago and a price today, they differ. And not that they went up, they actually went down. Okay. And then you ask them, why are you doing that? They're like, this industry was developed for people who are actually employed and they want to have a side hustle. And South Africans tend to a job. Okay. That's the standing point in terms of business ethics. In terms of regulations, they'll tell you straight, we are not a transport service provider. We are a technology service provider. And drivers don't understand that also.
Now, that's where the whole problem
comes.
Okay. Now, in terms of regulation, other regulations of the industry, what would regulation look like for you, for a representative of operators to say, if there is a regulation, what should be done in this regulation is this? What should the regulation look like?
All drivers must be accounted for. Anyone who's operating in the industry must be belonging to a certain organization in their province. All organizations must be compliant with the National Land Transport Act.
Okay. And by compliant, what are the things that we will be looking for?
Remember, compliance is where it comes from. If you having an organization representing an individual, you basically have information of a particular individual.
Okay.
Their ID copies, you can trace such people.
All right.
Not what we are seeing today. Anyone can get off a train station and download the app of these companies and operate or use it. That's ridiculous. It puts the lives of people in danger. So we need to do away with that. And before we can talk about clients, the industry itself needs to clean itself up.
Okay. And maybe if you can give us a rundown, because of I don't think I'm very clued up on that. What's the process of becoming an e-hailing driver or an operator for that matter? What does it take to be an operator? Doesn't the software developers have your information, like your ID, your address, and stuff like that? Is there law enforcement involved? Are there documents where the law enforcement can say, we verify that this person doesn't have a criminal record also? Or what's the process? What is missing there?
They're basically saying they're using Uhuru. I don't know how, I've never went into Uhuru thing and check how far deep they check. But they do that for criminal check. But what it takes for you to be a driver, so you have a driver's license, a PDP, and your picture. But remember, there's a way around it.
Okay.
You being a
So-
foreigner,
sounds
I'm
like
being a
this.
South African, I can use all my details and use your picture
I hear you.
and drive with my picture, but all details are yours.
Yeah.
And then you find that that ID was even stolen
Yeah.
or was lost.
Yeah.
Let's remove the criminal element.
Mm.
Maybe someone lost his ID, whatever, somebody picked it up and decided to do that with it. That's what it takes. Then you are a driver.
Okay, I hear you. And when you say the regulation must also include that every driver or operator must be registered with a certain organization that can verify the person.
Yes. Remember, like even for now, we've got government has been playing its part. You know, most people would say government is not doing anything there, or hey, criminal government this guy, and sometimes you need to appreciate when work is done. In the Department of Transport, the department has introduced what they call digitalization.
Okay.
Digitalization is that all public transport service providers, being the driver, be it the operator, must come and register with the Department of Transport. And in the registration, you bring your ID copy, car paper, and where you belong, and the letter of your association or organization. They take your fingerprint, they take your picture. The department now knows who is this operator.
Okay.
But most people don't use that facility. And it's there, it's provided. Those are kind of things that we're saying we must look into.
Okay.
Then we have what? Application for your permit.
Okay.
A permit is not a PDP.
Okay.
A permit is not a down disc on your window.
All right.
A permit is an operating license which you apply for.
From who?
From the Department of Transport.
All right.
For you to apply for that permit, it will tell where you come from.
Okay.
Actually, where you're staying.
Yeah.
And then you work within the borders of South Africa.
Okay.
You see?
All right.
Now, for you to acquire that permit, it also assists in terms of the same thing that drivers are crying about, pricing.
All right. How will it assist though?
Yeah, that's a good question. Remember, the government can issue permits every day for everyone.
Yes.
Every city has its bylaws.
Yeah.
If you are now in Soweto, we know Soweto has a population of what? Let's say 100,000 people.
Yeah.
We know we only need e-hailing cars, 25.
Oh, okay.
The department will only issue 25 e-hailing permits.
All right.
Now that will regulate the pricing.
Okay.
Now you have 100 people in Soweto at this present moment, and you have 70 vehicles operating. How do you think you'll make money? You won't.
Yeah.
They will exploit you. The software guys will put the price lower
to meet the demand.
To make the demand there, so that you, the owner of a vehicle, and the driver can run around like chickens and not make money, but they will still collect their commission.
Okay, I hear you. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, but now with e-hailing service, I don't know if I'm getting it right. You are not confined to as long as it's within the borders of South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you can get transport from your gate to Durban if you can afford it.
It happens a lot of times.
Yeah. And I'm saying, isn't that also a factor that if regulation says you are from this area and assumed to be working in this area, then or can put a limit in the number of permits that they issue out, it might not be a correct move because of you can be in this area but I can be working in the East Rand and I live in the West Rand.
No. Remember, the permit does not stipulate where you work. It says where you're from. All right. You are in Soweto, we'll automatically assume you work in Soweto.
Okay.
You basically get a trip from Soweto to Pretoria.
Yeah.
You can't just drive from Pretoria in transport. Petrol is your tool to make money. So you need a trip to come back from Pretoria to Soweto. But regardless, at the end of the day, you must end up in Soweto because that's where you stay. That's where most of your operation will be.
Okay.
Even if you are not told to say work in Soweto.
Yeah.
The fact that you stay in Soweto, I promise you, you will work 80% of your time you spend it in Soweto.
Okay. Now, you are saying that other people who want to invest on there, they can no longer use an address as Soweto. Because of them, it's like there's enough permits for Soweto.
I can't control what people will want to do.
Yeah.
But I can be strictly to say it is important to have order. If the government has given 100 permits for Soweto, why must it give more? Because that will not only destabilize the e-hailing industry, it destabilizes the train, it destabilizes the taxi industry, it destabilizes the meter taxi, it destabilizes any other mode of transport. Because immediately once there's a problem with the pricing because of overinflation of vehicles, people start now doing things that are not supposed to be done. Like you're looking at the concept Amapela.
Yeah.
In malls.
Yeah. Yes.
Amapela, just for clarity, the guys that operate without the app, they just go to the mall and they call out people to come and
say
give them
you need transport to go home. Yeah, we have this transport here.
That's a very dangerous thing to be done.
Obviously, I think so.
Now you ferry someone wants to ferry you.
Yeah.
To your house.
Yeah.
And you don't know who's this person.
Yes.
You don't have a place to report this person.
Yes.
You're only holding your heart to safety.
Yeah.
And secondly, the other thing that people don't even understand, you're exposing your physical address
to a person
you don't even know.
Yeah.
And worst part, you won't, most of the time, the trip won't be silent. You'll be talking, dishing out information about you. That automatically puts your life in danger.
Yes.
But most people don't see such things until it happens to them. Mm-hmm. And then we start saying we have a common problem and we want to mobilize.
All right. Okay. As far as that is concerned, and the permit part, I agree. I like it. What else? What else would you say you'd like to see in an NSTA? Is it
NLTA?
Yeah.
The best thing with NLTA must regulate the industry operators. 1. 2, must give power to the industry over the app companies.
Okay.
Power, I mean, to determine. An app company must not just upload a driver without consulting the organizations.
Okay.
First, a person
Is it just
must
the organization or
any organization
consult the NLTA or some.
If that is crafted in the NLTA,
yeah,
it forces us to implement it.
Okay.
Because let me give you a typical example. Uber can put anyone on their app, regardless where they come from.
Yeah.
And when a crime is committed, the public wants to know
who is this,
and who accounts.
Yeah.
I can tell you now, since Uber and Bolt was in South Africa, I won't speak about other countries. Have you ever seen a representative of those companies standing up in any media conversation or whatever?
No.
Because they don't care. But we are always there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So now, if NLTA protects us from that, to say, Uber, you want drivers, consult the organization. The organization will give you drivers.
Yeah.
Now we have drivers accountable for. Now we will know who's operating. Unlike what is happening now. Someone comes from Tanzania in the morning, in the evening is a driver.
Yeah.
You don't even know if this person was a suicide bomber there.
Yes.
You don't know if this person was a terrorist there.
Okay.
Now he has access to public.
Yeah. I must say, I wanted to go through the NLTA Act, and I didn't have enough time because I wanted to know what they actually cover, especially with the things that you are saying now, that isn't any e-hailing driver, regardless the operator, forced to have a clearance certificate of some sort, make sure that he's not in a, what do they call that thing, offender list thing, or sexual offenders list, because it's also dangerous to be having somebody who comes from prison for 38 rapes to be driving women around at night.
Even kids.
One thing I know with e-hailing, and luckily I won't lie about them, as bad as they are, if you have a criminal record, you won't get it you will never be on the system as a driver.
Yeah.
But as a client, you can.
Oh, yeah.
See now. As a driver,
that's another point to, yeah.
As a driver, you won't get the app running.
So there is a system of making sure that you don't have a criminal record before you can.
Yeah, the Uhuru thing.
Okay.
It does tell them if someone has a pending case or has a case of such nature, and they'll automatically, or if somebody reports you also.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone reports you on the app, let's say you requested someone, maybe we talk a lot in the car.
Yeah.
And I tell you that I have a case, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you report that incident, they'll automatically ask you to go and do a police clearance.
Okay.
And now that's when they will know. Because they do sometimes ask for a police SAPS clearance.
Yeah.
But if not the case or any suspicion of anything, they will automatically say do Uhuru check and whatever. So I don't even want to say how credible they are, because I don't want to I haven't in my organization or myself personally checked what Uhuru really does and how authentic is their information at the end of the day.
Okay. Interesting part. Because of you spoke about a passenger, right? I'm interested now to talk about passengers with Uber, e-hailing drivers. Yeah, like I've been with this guy and he told me how they get smart robbed. I don't know how to call it. It's not a robbery, but somebody gets in and you're expecting to be paid cash at the end of the trip. And then when you need to be paid, people come up with stories. What are the problems that the drivers experience in their daily driving or e-hailing?
If you're still getting someone who says they didn't pay you, still lucky. The most dangerous people in e-hailing are the clients.
Okay.
Every trip you take as a driver of e-hailing, it's actually your last trip in your life.
It's potentially. Yeah.
It's potentially your last trip in your life.
Yeah.
Because most e-hailing drivers are killed by clients. Most e-hailing drivers are robbed by clients. Most e-hailing drivers are assaulted by clients. Why it's saying clients is because for them to get access to you, they have to request
you. Yes.
And under that pretense, I as a driver am coming to you, honoring my duty to come pick up a client.
Yeah.
Only you have your intentions.
Yeah.
That you know what you're doing. That compromises me as a driver. But we have a lot of them on daily basis. And these days they're killing them like flies.
Yeah.
I don't know what is the reason, but they are. Yeah, that's an unfortunate part that most e-hailing drivers die for nothing. Because even money, it's very rare that you'll find even 500 rand.
True.
I don't care how busy the day is. Chances of you finding 500 rand are very slim. Chances of you going to that person's bank account and hoping to get anything above 1,000 rand are slim.
Yeah.
So why killing? We still can't figure it out. But we understand and know that it's happening.
I like the fact it hits me that an Uber driver gets a request from somebody who's not verified. I don't know if it...
All clients are not verified.
Yeah,
and also, remember, I can steal your phone now, make you open it, and use your app. And most of the time, the apps you find that in your phone, you only lock WhatsApp, like me.
Yeah.
My phone is not locked, actually. I only lock WhatsApp and my bank apps. But anything else is accessible. You don't need a PIN code or my fingerprint. So if someone gets hold of my phone, can actually request with my phone.
Yeah, that is scary.
Only to find where you've been requested by criminals.
That is very, very scary.
Pickpocketing. Those are criminals. After they pickpocket, they check the app is live and you have a card.
Yeah.
They request with your card.
With your card. And
then a driver will assume it's safe.
Yeah.
He comes there, not knowing that it's not the same person. He said,
yeah.
He said, now, how do you verify that the person you are taking is genuine?
Well, with the example that you made, because I know already some apps use a PIN. But with the example that you made, if I have your phone, I have the PIN.
The PIN doesn't do anything. It only
verifies that you're linking the right driver to the right customer.
That's it. And it only assures the app companies that you as a client your money is protected. Because if it's not you, the trip won't start.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And someone thinks that's element of safety. That's not safety.
Yeah. I thought you had a question too. I don't know.
Yeah, no, as the conversation moves on now, my question just melts out, because I was going to ask, is there a way of verifying clients with Uber itself?
There is a way.
Okay.
There is a way. It's just we need to understand how to apply it.
Okay.
Everyone who has done a bank account has gone through a proper record program.
Yes.
Why must all clients put their banking details on the app? For you to have that app working. That's one.
Yeah.
The second one would be facial recognition.
Yes.
That anybody who requests a trip.
Yeah.
After you request a trip, it must request you to take a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
So that if anything should happen to me, there's a picture that is stored.
Yeah.
Of the last person who requested. Because now I will request for you and you will go and commit crime.
Yeah.
When the cops come to me and they say, I don't know who's that person. We don't have a picture. We don't even know how to connect you with it. But if there's a picture, you might deny it when as an individual. But when you talk investigation, somebody will know that this person is your friend.
Okay, no, let me get this right. And you are saying that when I make a request, the app should actually take a picture of me then.
Yes.
The person who's making a request. At that particular time. Not the stored picture of me.
No, that doesn't help. At that particular time, take a picture.
Yeah.
Let the driver know who he's picking up.
Yeah.
Let the person who's requesting know. And that will also assist, because why would you want your picture be compromised when you know literally your friends are going to hijack you?
Yeah.
And you take a picture of yourself.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? It won't.
Yeah.
Also, most people, I can tell you now, how many people report their lost phones? Very few. Unless the crime was hectic.
Yeah.
And cops had to be called. But if it was just a phone, most people would just go buy another phone and never report a phone. Now, you don't even know who pickpocketed you.
Yeah.
You don't report that. You buy another phone. They use your app. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you have that previous picture, it won't help us. Only to find out about that, they get the details of that app. You're like, yeah, I lost this phone three months ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know these people would do that with my phone. So we need an instant thing that is happening.
Okay.
Can it also be an instant thing with drivers? Just to say that there are times or instances whereby you get into an Uber, try and verify the picture of the driver with the actual driver himself. The picture says the guy's in dreadlocks. You look at the guy, and then now you're like, wait a minute, please look at me. And then it somehow seems like you are being rude to him and asking him, no, I just wanted to verify it's the same person.
In my days when I was still driving, I once had the same problem.
Okay.
I'm a person who always shaves.
Yeah.
But when I took my picture when I was doing my app, I was not shaved. So people don't believe it's because when I'm not shaved, I look older.
Yeah.
When I'm shaved, I look a bit younger.
Okay.
So when people would come in my car and were like, are you really, really Thato?
Yeah.
I had to then show I always had my license and my ID always around with me. So I would show them that and say, and that's when people will start being comfortable. But I'm not overruling. Many people are driving with bogus accounts. I'll give them a typical example. I don't drive anymore. Meaning I can rent out my profile for 300 Rand a week.
Yeah.
To anyone. Give them the login details. And when the app always says facial recognition, basically blocks him, he calls me. And the app is blocked.
Yeah.
Okay, then I log in on my phone, do the facial recognition, close it, tell him it's fine. He opens it, he works. But the problem is, abantu abasebenzisa ama-app, they find each other on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
They don't know each other.
Ooh.
But little do people also know, you're renting out your app, you're putting your life at risk. Because once any crime committed under that app and it's your face there, you'll be charged. So abantu mostly they think with their stomach in our country due to the level of unemployment. But that's the reality truth. Apps are being rented out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of them.
Okay, so we have a great mess on this whole e-hailing service.
Because it all boils down to security.
Security is always organizations. Remember, right now e-hailing is anyone. It's anyone from anywhere. It does not matter who they're from. Like, you know, sometimes because I don't want to be rude, there was a guy who was driving me. I can tell when the accent is not South African.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with that. But I wanted to ask him, where did you get your public?
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, in Lesotho, there's no public.
Oh, okay.
You understand? In other countries, there's no public like here in South Africa. Where do you get your public to operate? So does that mean the system caters differently from non-South Africans or not? That we wouldn't know. But we know all of us as South African requirements, the license and the PDP. Who knows what are requirements for non-South Africans? Criminal check. Criminal check is protected by international laws. So Uber can tell the truth to say it verifies non-South Africans in South Africa.
True.
It can. How are they doing it? It will be more expensive for them to do it. So they're basically loading people they can't even account for. So you can't really say in driver's license crimes, we know Department of Transport is infiltrated. There's bogus driver's license.
Yes.
People just load the driver's license there. That is fake. It will pass. A vehicle that is not roadworthy, it will pass. Why? There is no organization there. If we have organizations that are formalized, there will be order. Not apps. App companies, their interest is money.